discretion is advised.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are out here on my buddy's large ranch. We're going to do some hunting. Now we've been here for a couple days, but this is my first day where I'm going to be using the Daystate Black Wolf. This is a new offering I'm real excited about. This is a mechanical high-end PCP, and there is a lot to this gun, which I'm going to try to give you guys a little more details. Currently I just sighted in my thermal, got everything dialed up. This has a 24-inch sub MOA barrel, and I'm shooting this gun at just about 100 foot-pounds with the 50 grain howlers. But like I said, I'm going to show you guys a little more about this, and then I'll bring you back. We're going to head out later on this afternoon and this evening and see if we can have some luck on some foxes and maybe even some pigs if we're lucky. When Airguns of Arizona asked me to be the first to field use the new Daystate Black Wolf, I was excited, I was honored, and I was also a bit nervous because I wanted to leave a good impression, because I knew that Daystate had spent a lot of time developing this gun, and I really just wanted to do a good job on this video. And it was nice to get the opportunity to have hands-on with it for some hunting, and this was really the highlight of my trip. My initial impression of the Black Wolf was how nice the trigger was. It's pretty light, and it did take me a bit to get used to it. The rifle does have several options for bottles, but this version had a 300cc alloy cylinder. The Black Wolf is a completely new mechanical platform that offers many different configurations. I was using the carbon gray model that came in 30 caliber with a 23-inch Lothar Walther barrel, and this is 1 in 26 twist rate. I had a handful of the 50 grain AEA pellets that were shooting pretty good for me at 50 yards. When you shoot this gun, you can hear the 80cc plenum refilling, and Daystate claims it can produce up to 135 foot-pounds in 30 caliber. And this is using a balanced valve with a titanium valve stem, and I think that's really how this gun produces that kind of power. And I was loaned a 24-inch sub MOA barrel that was fitted with a moderator to help quiet the bark, although the factory barrel does include 1/2-inch threading. Removing these barrels is pretty easy with 2 set screws. I did bring a good load of the Howler 50 grain slugs to use for hunting purposes, and even though the barrel was a 1 in 26 twist rate, it still shot them pretty well after using the power adjuster to get the power up at just about 100 foot-pounds. But overall, I'd say this is a very user-friendly gun for those who like to tune, and it really gives you the ability to build and configure the gun to customize your needs. So we got our first fox down at 40 yards with the Black Wolf, and I didn't have to run that collar very long. He came in probably within about 5 minutes, and so it was pretty quick. Usually if they're around, they'll come to the collar almost right away. A lot of cases you'll run the collar for a little while, and then if nothing comes, you know, I just move to a different spot, maybe a couple 100 yards away, or take a break for 15-20 minutes and run the collar again. But these guys are around. We have seen quite a few of them. We're gonna hang out here for a little bit. I'm gonna throw this guy in the truck, and what we're gonna do is see if we can run the collar in this spot again, and if that doesn't work, we'll head down to a different location. So we've been hanging out in this one spot here for about an hour and a half. We've been running the collar. I was able to get that one fox, but I haven't seen any more activity. And so I'm gonna put a little bit of a charge on my thermal, take a water break with Marley, and we're gonna head down to a different location and we'll run the collar a little more. So far I've really enjoyed my time with the Black Wolf. As far as I know, I'm probably the first guy to actually get out and hunt with it. And the one thing that stands out is the trigger. They've done a really good job on the trigger. It's not electronic like a lot of the other Daystates. It is mechanical, and I've noticed that the breech doesn't go up as high as an example, my Red Wolf Safari. You're able to mount the scope a bit lower, and to me it feels a little more comfortable to shoulder it, and it definitely feels a lot better to use this gun offhand. And the way it's configured, it works really well off these shooting sticks. So this property out here is huge. Right now I'm just driving down this little trail here, really rocky, a lot of cactus, and you got to take it slow. Look at the size of this thing. It's darn near 3/4 of the size of this gun. There was a few of them out here in this field, and I stood out here with the tripod and was able to spot a couple of them in the thick bushes over here. And man, they are big. This is a pretty good size one. So I had a lot of fun out here tonight. We got down a fox and a huge jackrabbit, and for me it was really nice to get hands-on with the new Black Wolf. So far I gotta say I'm pretty impressed with it. I really like the trigger, as I mentioned, and I like the fact that this is going to be offered in a lot of different options as far as the barrel goes, the stock, and you know, whether or not you want to go with a tube or a bottle. I think that's pretty cool. I really like the moderator out here on this fluted sub MOA barrel. The gun performed really well for me, but you guys are going to see more of this on the channel. I just wanted to give you guys kind of a quick look at it, get it out here, do some hunting with it, and just have a little fun. But I really appreciate Airguns of Arizona hooking us up with this, and I will leave links in the description. And I hope you guys enjoyed the footage and coming along, and hopefully learned just a little about the gun. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next trip. If you guys enjoy these videos, give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. We put out new videos every week. I appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.